We vibe.
Good energy, high vibration.
Great conversation is what we provide. I am your boy, Ballin' Boy Trey, along with the boss, Pretty.
Hey.
This is the Good Folks Podcast. Today we got a special guest joining us, Miss Nashaye J. Y'all make some noise. Miss Nashaye, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm well.
Blessed.
So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling excellent. Blessed, like she said, to be here, especially around some good people.
For sure, you with the good folks today, so it's always good vibes. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So, let everybody know, man, who you is and where you from.
Well, I'm Nashaye J. From Birmingham, Alabama, 205, born and raised. Not going nowhere ever again.
Bama time. We on Bama time.
Yeah. I am a journalist. Pretty well known in the city, kind of doing what y'all do. So I'm excited to be in the chair and not be the one asking questions. So that's pretty cool.
We already got something coming.
Yeah. So I'm a journalist. In a couple of weeks, I'll be a banking and lifestyle consultant, personal banker, what people call it. But I'm gonna dress it up because hey,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey,
So yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. But there's so much that we are, but I'm going to just leave it at that.
Okay. So let's get into, you say you're a journalist, right? Mm-hmm. So how did you get started doing journaling?
So it's two parts to it. I started off as a blogger, personal blogger, just blogging my thoughts, my feelings and stuff like that. And then one day I'm like, I'm really good at this. So I started practicing how to talk to people, practicing my posture, practicing my cadence, practicing my words. And I just got really good at it. And I like to tell people, you got to show up as who you think you are.
Facts.
So I started looking on Eventbrite for events, and I just started popping up to events and just introducing myself as Nashaye. Like, hey, I'm a journalist. And people like, okay. So, when you show up as the person you want to be, you have to.
Live up to
you have to. So that's kind of how I got started, just starting with what I had, and yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been journaling?
I have been a journalist for about 5 years. I took a break this year. Just because me and her were talking, I rededicated my life to Christ. So the path got a little different. Okay. I was into, entertainment journalism and stuff like that. So now I'm just trying to find a way how to bring my spirituality into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that shouldn't be really hard though. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just different from what I'm used to.
A bit of a challenge.
Yeah, so I just got to find the right people and the right places and the right things to put me back on, the journey.
Yeah, like you say, man, just show up who you are. When you show up, you this, and people know you from that. So now they can transition with you along that journey.
I like that.
It all connects.
I like that.
So you currently you from Birmingham. You born and raised 205.
Oh, I was going to throw the east side. Let me stop. I'm trying to
don't
keep it
bang
cute.
on them, man.
I'm
Don't
trying to
bang
keep it
on
cute.
them.
Yes, I'm from the east side. 205 born. I went to Woodland High School.
I know nothing about it. But,
Wait, you're not from here either?
No, I'm from Montgomery.
Okay. Yeah. You know Woodland? Okay.
I heard about Woodland.
Well, this was in 2012, so I don't know what you heard of a recent, but this is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, growing up, what was it like growing up in Birmingham?
It was fun. I feel like I had the best time as a youth. I'm gonna be real. Christmases, white Christmases. Like I said, I'm very family oriented, so I feel like my youth was top tier. Beautiful, honestly. I remember for Christmas, my aunt, my cousin, and me, we had our own sofa of gifts.
Dang,
like that type of
sofas.
That we used to go fishing. Like I had a really great youth. My grandmother was top tier. Disney World. Yes, it was. It was beautiful.
So, did you grow up in a 2-parent household?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I did not. And it's funny because I just had this conversation with my spouse the other day, how important it is for my children to grow up in a 2-parent household. Yeah. I think, they're afraid of that dynamic because it's a powerful and strong dynamic. Yes. So, no, I did not grow up in a 2-parent household. Most of the women in my family are not married. That's also why it's important for me to be married, But shout out to them. They're strong women and don't need a man. But I need my man. So, hey.
Like,
know that's right.
listen,
I know
I
that's
applaud you for saying that. Cause these women think they so independent that they don't need a man.
And some women are, it is what it is. But hey,
Man, I need a woman.
Hey, say it again for the people in the back.
For
That's
real.
because he can't cook. But
She just put a nigga business out there, right? Yeah.
You can't cook.
A nigga trying,
Not boil
man.
water.
Know how to cook a little, scrambled egg.
Some
Try
breakfast.
eggs.
Breakfast.
Come on.
That count for some.
They almost cooked themselves.
That count for some. I cook some French fried chicken tenders. We ain't gotta go to McDonald's.
Okay. He trying. At least he trying.
Fast food at
It's
home.
levels to
I
it.
like that.
And
I like that.
She ain't let go. At least she
all.
trying. It's something
And she know
that.
I be trying.
You know what? I like this version of him. I like the 2025 Trey, so I ain't gonna even give you too much.
Yes. We're gonna empower that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Don't do me like that in front of guests.
Sorry.
She already a journalist.
Yeah, she gonna write about it.
She might follow up on
Y'all
me.
know most men don't know how to cook. We're gonna do a survey. I'm just playing. Well, he can't cook. Hey.
See, I ain't the only one. I don't even feel bad. I ain't the only one.
But let his family tell you. They gonna tell you he'll burn the house down, okay?
But I could grill though, so that count for something.
Okay, yeah. I ain't doing no grilling. It's too much smoke.
It is a lot, but it's a traditional thing though. Like every man in my family know how to grill. At least.
Nice. Yeah.
I think that's a man trait. Every man should know how to grill.
Yes, with your Jesus sound design.
I ain't say they do. I said they should.
Every woman should know how to cook.
Ooh.
That they should.
Yeah.
That they should. But do they? No.
Exactly.
But,
So
you right.
That's a whole other conversation right
Right.
there.
Yeah, we gonna say that for another
we're gonna
podcast.
turn the wheel back to the other way.
Yeah. My bad.
I would love to join that conversation.
For sure. So other than like journaling, like what else do you do? What's some of your other like tactics and that you use when you journaling? But also like what are some other what I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. What are some other things that you do besides journaling?
Like I told y'all, I'm pretty bored. But as far as journalism, I do set managing with Rapid Z. I used to dibble and dab in a lot of stuff when I was coming up. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a part of many different companies, just helping out writing, scripts, novels, and stuff for different people.
Okay.
But I kind of took a back seat a lot because I think I was hustling so hard, and when I got started, I was going through a broken heart, and my dad had just passed. So it was like a back-to-back broken-hearted type of situation. So I was hustling so hard, trying to like run away from that hurt. And it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I actually healed. So I'm like, let me just chill, get to know who I am, take a break. So I kind of took a back seat on a lot of stuff.
Did that hurt help embrace a lot of things that you was holding in behind that hurt? Like as far as you, like when you, like, because you was doing journaling then, right? Mm-hmm. Going through that process, and then your comeback where you stopping, pausing, healing, and coming back with a fresh start. Like, how did that help you as a person and help you in your career field?
Yeah, first of all, it showed me that anything is possible. It showed me that you can do anything you put your mind to. When I was in the mirror practicing my cadence and talking to people and stuff like that, I was seeing the award shows coming out in Birmingham, and I'm like, one day my name gonna be on one of those for nominations. And a couple months later, maybe the next year, I was at the BET Awards, the Stella Awards, the Hip Hop Awards. A few nominations. I actually won Host Boss of the Year in 2022, and I just won Woman of the Year Be Dedicated Award a couple weeks ago.
That's big. Honestly,
Congratulations.
Thank you. So honestly, it showed me also that my hard work and my heartbreak wasn't for nothing, But it's like it's two sides to everything. You can advance, but you can lose yourself at the same time. I felt like I was advancing and losing myself at the same time. I had got skinny, like I was skinny with dreads, what I tell you. And I was smoking a lot, not to hide the pain or run away from the pain, but it's just something that you like to do, smoke or whatever. But yeah, it just showed me that you can do whatever you put your mind to.
For sure.
Honestly.
And you know, sometimes it takes that for us to really see who we are as a person. That low moment. Yeah, you know, when you go through that dark moment in life, you know, God's still there. So that light is just only.
Can we shout in here?
Show no, can. Show you can.
Shout, scream.
Any room I'm in, you can shout.
For sure. Can. But man, it just, you know, just seeing you go through that, what you went through, and like the outcome of seeing you right now, and you sitting here, you know, telling your story, because you know this was this platform for it. You know what I'm saying? We bring people on, we tell to let them tell their story, so we can, you know, get it out to people that going through what you're going through.
Be an example.
You know what I'm saying? Right. For sure.
We be looking up to other people like how they did this, how they did that, and really. They went through what we went through.
Right.
Some had it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They humans too. They just kept going. Like I was talking to CJ earlier about a lot of stuff. Just that dedication and just keep going, overcoming. You're going to fall. You're going to fail. You're going to be embarrassed a couple times. But ultimately, if it's what you want to do, it's your purpose, and you know you're good at it, you got to keep going. The reward going to be amazing in the end.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be some hustle along the journey. But stage manager. Let's get into that. You know, what is that like being on? First of all, like, what is a stage manager?
I just about to say first, describe your direct duties.
Sorry. Set manager.
Set manager. My bad.
I don't think I said. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So honestly, I feel like it's a lot of hats. I'm the one who's like, you didn't say that like that last time, or her arm is not.
Oh, you do a lot of correcting.
Yeah, or
critiquing.
Get that wrinkle, you know what I'm saying? Or I step in and be like, this is how you supposed to say it. Like y'all was talking earlier about getting in the moment and learning the lines and stuff like that.
Right.
That's all a part of set manager, 100%. So yeah, I was definitely that person. Was like, listen, I need you to say it like this. You sound a little boring right now. So I was that person. It was fun too. Fun.
So what, go ahead.
Sorry. Do you think your previous experience with you being a journalist and you blogging, you think that was an addition to you being a set manager? Like that helped you critique it, that helped you pay attention to details? It helped you point out a lot of things?
Absolutely. Just studying people, learning people. I'm an energy person. I know people say that all the time.
Facts.
But you can feel energy. Like you can feel when the vibes is off, or when somebody not rocking with you or don't want to be there. Not
genuine.
Yeah, so absolutely. That definitely played a huge role. And that just goes to show how God just set everything up in motion.
Yes.
So what's the pros and cons of your job
as far as
a set manager? Like some of the duties that, you know, before y'all go on set, like the role that you play.
I like your pros and cons question. I'm gonna start with the con. I'm gonna say the con is having to be the bad person. You know, having to be the one that's like, look, y'all talking too much. We need to get this done. And because I'm real cool, I like to joke and I like to play. But the con is like CJ said earlier, when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah.
You know, all business that playing, coming on set, just crazy. We can't have that. So that's the con, because you want to be cool with everybody. You want everybody to have a good time. But at the end of the day, business is business. Yes. The pro is just we all one big happy family, literally. You meet new people. The vibes are always top tier. We pray before we get started with every scene. And being in charge too. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the authority too.
I ain't gonna lie.
So that's why I really getting that, because you know what I'm saying. You gotta tell people what to do.
It's pretty cool, but you can only do that if you know what you're talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna ask like Ravazzy or somebody. But if you know what you're talking about, you can take charge.
What's the most challenging thing about your job as a set manager?
I want to say, as of lately, just being present. I haven't been as present as I was when we first got started, just due to different things in life, moving and having to work when I was working a 9 to 5 and stuff like that. So it's really just being present, being able to see all that we're doing. Because in the beginning, I saw everything, but there's a gap where it's like I wasn't there for this, and I'm like, man, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, her shirt was not like that last scene. Not having me there to be like.
So you seeing you not being there, like I could have. Supposed to be like this.
Yes. So and just being present, just being consistent. People love consistency. If you're a manager, it's like you want to show up every single time and be consistent. You don't want to have a huge gap and then come back and you trying to tell people what to do.
Yeah.
You know. So I hope there's grace for me. From those people as a,
Now, do you deal with a lot of, I mean, adults can be rebellious, but do you deal with a lot of like rebellious, like people that are just like,
give you attitude?
Just hard, just like hard when it comes to structure, like people that just don't want to listen. They so stuck in their ways. Like how often do you come across adults in that manner?
I'm going to be real, on Five Little Penguins, I haven't, because we set a standard. And like, CJ, I'm going to continue to quote CJ because he did such a fantastic job. When it comes to Ravizzy Nation, there is a standard. It's no slack. It's no, you coming halfway. There is a standard. He set the standard. So I haven't dealt with any of that. Now, granted, there are some people, and then too, not everybody went to acting class like CJ.
Correct.
Not everybody has been in front of the camera.
Correct.
So you have some people who's learning how to act, learning how to really dive deep into their character. So there's grace, but there's also like, look, you need to get it together. So I haven't dealt with any difficult, tension or anything like that. Cause I'm a cool person, honestly. In any room I walk in, I'm a light. So yeah. And then most people who are in Five Little Penguins, they knew me prior, so yeah.
So y'all like y'all own community.
Yeah, Ravizzy Nation.
I got you.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
She gonna put on. As you
for
should.
Sure.
Good people, man. You have to put on for good people.
What's one of the funniest moments that you had on set?
I was thinking about this earlier when you asked CJ. I was like, I want to have my answer together. So one scene, we was in front of Bear Elementary and we needed a police officer. And I think somebody bailed on us or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. So me and Ravizzy started walking up First Avenue, walking up and down First Avenue looking for a police. Who does that? Who look for a police car? So we just
most of the time they running for police.
Yes. So we just walking up the street and we looking for police, and then we see when we like flagging them down. I'm sure he like, oh, something wrong, something going on, and we get him and he's like, look, man, I just need you to do this scene for us. And it was funny. It was just one of those memorable moments. Like, Black people don't do that. We don't look for police. You know,
we run from them.
We handle stuff on our own. So that was a real moment, like a real behind the scenes moment of how like the dedication to get the job done. Like just because one thing fell through, we had to be creative and go get it. So that was fun. And that's just one of many. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. That's just one of many.
So how many sets have you managed?
Before Five Little Penguins? Mm-hmm. Ooh, so I did a podcast called What You Mean Podcast. I was managing that one. My own, of course, with Young Entrepreneurs. Shout out to Justin. So yeah, just about 3.
But you did have previous experience before coming to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And no college experience. Let's be real. I didn't go to college for journalism.
You a vet and that ain't go to college?
I'm telling you, when you really
invested.
Yes, like my mom, when I would be in my room talking to myself, my mom be like, who you talking to? I'm talking to the people I'm interviewing. I'm talking to the audience. Like I really practice everything. My cadence, my how I come out. I practice
those good
everything.
Habits. Good habits.
Everything. The mirror effect is perfect. You want to see how you're looking, what you're doing, you're in it. So I literally practice. Now I'm taking journalism classes at NYU 5 years later, but yeah.
Shit, you already journaling now.
That's more to learn. So.
Yeah, I mean, we can always use a little extra polish. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
So how did you and Raz Yeah.
Ravzy.
God, you can't be doing that, pretty.
Hold on, now, don't be
Ravzy.
I think you still said it wrong.
No, Ravzy.
Oh.
He like, I know it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But
I know.
how did you guys meet, partnership, come cross paths?
I met him interviewing him.
Okay.
Oh, you actually interviewed him?
Yeah, when I was blogging, when I was doing articles for people.
Okay.
And he brought me to a trap studio. I'm just playing. He was at the studio doing a recording. So we was sitting outside on the little porch, and I'm just writing as we interviewing and get beat up by ants and stuff like that.
He had you in the hood.
Hello. So that's kind of how I got introduced to him, and ever since then yes, 100%.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. It started with your journey, and your journey connected with his journey, and that y'all still working together.
Y'all doing incredible big things.
Amen. By the grace of God.
That is big.
That's dope.
So when you first started blogging and stuff, did you see yourself possibly being a set manager one day? Is it something that you ever thought about doing prior to, or you was just like winging it? You just like woke up one day and just started?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say both. And yes to winging it. Just woke up one day. It's like I want to do something. Like I said, I was dealing with a heartbreak, and my dad passed, and so I'm like, I gotta do something.
Keep your mind busy.
And also set manager, no, but just doing something, yes. But I knew one day it would lead to many different things. Being behind the scenes, because I'm a behind the scenes type of girl. Even though I'm in front of the camera sometimes, I do great work behind the scenes.
Right.
I love that.
Okay.
So do you like being behind the scenes, just doing what you do best, making sure that the people look good in front of the camera?
I do. It's a balance. I like being in front of the camera, but I also like uplifting other people, inspiring other people, encouraging other people, pushing other people, and people seeing that they can be their best selves. I like being that person.
So have you ever worked with somebody that that didn't have the confidence that you knew that didn't have the confidence to match the potential that you seen in them? Yes,
and I'm gonna put a pin in this real quick. I would say as women, we tend to see the potential in other people before.
I'm just talking.
It's the truth. It's the truth. This gender thing.
No.
It's the truth.
We tend to see more in people than they see in themselves, and I'm that person. I'm like, I know we all can be great, but you got to know that for yourself. And I'm gonna put one person on blast, and we cool, and I love him. He is our main character, Jarvis. He's our main character, Javion. Again, back to saying some people weren't actors. They were just kind of like hood dudes, They got thrown in front of the camera. And Jarvis was one of those dudes. And you'll see from when we first started filming, he didn't have that that we knew that he could have. Now he got it. He got the juice. For sure.
For sure.
And it definitely took some pruning. It took some practicing. It took some people speaking into him. And it took him just seeing himself on camera and seeing that he can be better. He can do better. So yeah, absolutely. He's a perfect example of that. The main character, perfect example.
And that's one thing I think I've realized within life is a lot of times growing up, we get talked down upon so much that when we get older, we stop believing within ourselves. So when you do get those people like yourself and you speak life back into us, at first we don't really believe it, but with your persistency, it puts you in a place where it's like, okay, I can be this person. I am this person.
I am.
And sometimes we have to be reminded.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like, cause it's some days where, I wake up and I know that I can do better. Yeah. But it's just like I still need that little push. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That just a little bit more motivation to get me more comfortable and confident to do it. And I think that's something that we all meet life at some point.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
So way.
And it's still on the topic of uplifting people. Where Ravzy, I love to say that he is one of God's favorites.
For sure.
And I feel like even though he know that, sometimes the people who know that they are just one of God's favorites, they still need uplifting. So we joke and we play all the time, like, nah, you that dude, you that. So sometimes you need to hear that. Like, there come moments in your life where you feel like it's completely nothing going on. Like, you feel complacent. You feel like, I'm not doing anything. I'm stagnant. I'm not moving. I don't have no much motion going on. But even in those moments, you still who you are.
Right.
Facts.
You know, the great, sometimes you need to sit down.
Facts.
And think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that. So, yeah.
So, being on set, what was like one of your challenging moments where you had to work with somebody? Well, I'm gonna say a scene that was challenging for you to be able to manage, to get what you want from it.
That's good. I don't have an answer for that. I don't want to make it seem like everything was always fairy tale perfect, but we got some people who, like I said, we set the standard. We got some people who really showed up to do what they needed to do. So I never really had like a big issue. Like, we all grown. I shouldn't have to babysit. Yeah. You know, even though you said earlier, humans are rebellious, but I just don't. And then I don't deal with it. I'm zero tolerance to. I'll walk away real quick. You know, so I'm not combative. Yeah.
They pretty much know when she comes, we need to be together.
Yeah, literally. So, yeah.
What are some of the traits that when I say this, what are some of the traits and some of the good habits that you picked up from being around rappers?
That's a good question. Like I was telling y'all in the lobby, I rededicated my life to Christ. Just being around Ravizzy, he'll tell you that when we was talking, I was talking about the universe and stuff like that, instead of talking about Christ. And of course, I always believed in Jesus. Don't get me wrong, but you go through moments in life where you kind of forget about Jesus.
Yeah, not intentionally.
Intentionally.
Their life.
You started smelling yourself, because I grew up in the church like you. I got baptized as a kid, but my parent did that. My mom did that.
Right.
So being around him it's been a blessing. My head on straight, and I remember him and a couple of my other brothers just constantly pouring into me, especially about the right man. And here I am with the right man. Because I was like, if whoever I get, he gonna have to meet them and he gonna have to live up to
their standards.
Yeah.
Not necessarily their standards, but
in a way.
I need their approval.
Exactly. Will they see the God in him? Will they see Jesus in him? So
that put a brother in a tough position, boy.
It does, but he's a grown man, so
for sure. He can't, and then he the right man, so that ain't nothing.
He came ready. So just being around Ravens, just good energy, good vibes, just growth. And just
positivity. It's
a blessing. It's a blessing to have someone like him in my life.
Absolutely, man. Just talking to that brother, man, he just uplifts you and just it motivates you from all angles. From spiritual, just giving you the confidence, and you don't really meet a lot of people like that.
And then this man got gold teeth, a bald head with a fitted cap, and he's standing in front of me talking to me about God.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, the younger people need to see people like him.
Facts.
When we go up to when we were going up to schools, speaking to the students, him showing up as himself was so important instead of trying to show up in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Him showing up like, hey, I look like you, but I still believe in God. I still can do this and I still can do that the right way.
Right.
So that's a blessing. He's a great example. Definitely look up to him 100%.
So how long how did that, well, I think you said you interviewed him, and when you interviewed him, what was that experience like of not knowing him at all and getting to know him to be able to have a relationship y'all have to this day?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of the people that I know now are people that I saw in their element. When I first saw Ravizzy, he was rapping at a fashion show, I think. And I'm like, I really like his energy. I like his words. I like his wordplay. he raps consciously. He not rapping about,
the shoot 'em up, bang,
hello.
bang.
He wasn't rapping about that. So I'm like, I like that. And then this was when I was just getting out there. So I'm like pulling people to write up.
You
and stuff
shopping.
like that. Yeah. So I forgot the question. I'm sorry, I forgot the question.
The question was like, how did y'all discover the relationship that y'all have to this day after not knowing him when you first interviewed him?
Just talking, being honest and open. I'm always honest with him about certain things that I'm dealing with. You always want to put a cap on things that you say, and especially with him being a married man, you want to put a cap. But on certain things that I could talk to him about, he was always there, never to judge,
For sure.
always to listen. Anytime I call him with a problem, he like, look, let's pray first. And he asks for the guidance, the words to say. And I learned that from him. Anytime I go anywhere and people like, what do we do? Look, let's pray first. That's kind of like a trait or aspect or characteristic that I learned from him as well. So, yeah.
That's a big one, too.
Yeah.
I love to give him his flowers. He is literally one of the greatest people I've ever met. And that's a blessing.
So, working with Ravzy Media, and when y'all get the big news of the 5 Little Penguins being on Amazon, picked up by Amazon Prime, what was that feeling like, knowing that y'all about to be international, basically?
I already knew.
You felt it.
He don't do nothing small. I just feel like he has such a big community, and he has such motion with the city and so many different people. It wasn't expected. I mean, it wasn't unexpected. It wasn't surprising.
You knew something great was gonna happen. You
For
just
sure.
didn't know what.
For sure.
Facts.
For sure.
And that's what's up when you have that positiveness. But like you say, he's so genuine that everybody that he comes in contact with, he leaves a great impression on. And that's good, because like we spoke about earlier, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. That helps you get to different levels and different elements.
Yeah.
Is it anything that you could say like that is truly hard for you when it comes to like being a set manager? Like, what would probably be like your most difficult task that you personally battle with, if you have one, because you might not have none?
I feel like y'all put me in a hot seat.
You know, we gotta get the questions interesting for you, and stuff that you probably wouldn't expect for us to ask.
Yeah, but also too, because like man, y'all Ravzy Media, man, y'all high standard, so we want to know the insights behind that.
I will say the most difficult thing that I and we as a team had to deal with, especially the managers, is when my friend Diamond died. Diamond was one of the cast members. I actually met her doing one of the filming, and we became really great friends. I was taking her to Atlanta with me for events and stuff like that. She was just that girl, and she ended up, becoming unalive, and that was really difficult for us as a whole. And Ravzy is the one who called me and told me that, she was no longer with us. So that was a very difficult moment. I had never felt someone so close to me pass away. Maybe a family member, but a friend of the same age. It was very...
And y'all kind of built a sisterhood.
Very much so. It was definitely difficult and heartbreaking. It's like, how do we move? And I'm sure he had to think about rewriting her character and including her some type of way. So that was really difficult for me to deal with. And then because I was working, I was able to make it to her funeral, but I was able to make it to her viewing, and it was literally right before they was going to close. So that was a difficult moment. It was a new experience. Definitely difficult, for sure.
So it took a toll on like the whole cast members.
Sure. And then not only did Diamond die, but we also had another cast member, Corey, passed away. Totally unexpected. He passed away from just normal, nature stuff. That was unexpected. He had a huge role in the film. So, aside from what we're gonna do with the film, it was just like, what happened? Like, he was such a part of the family.
Yeah,
that was difficult. And he's a comedian, and he kept everybody laughing.
Oh, you definitely missed those.
And I remember Corey, rest his soul, I remember him telling us what he wanted to do with his life. He was saying he can't wait to meet a good woman, get married, and just be doing all these tours. This man got a good woman, got married, and moved, and was doing all these shows. and he ended up passing away. And it was difficult. Anytime anybody passes.
Yes, especially when they close to you. So I will thank God that he was able to get that experience. Everything that he wanted to experience, he was. But it is heartbreaking not to be able to live out that, especially when you expect for a person to be around.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, it's very hard on the cast when you got to make that transition when you done planned this whole thing with expectations of this person being around. So, and I know that takes great strength. So I applaud you for that.
Yeah, and I was at work when I got the news. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
up out of here.
Especially being like basically like a supervisor over everybody. Like you supervision everybody, so that had to be hard for you to still like keep going on. Still gotta do this. Still gotta be at my job. Still gotta again hold this position, but also mourn at the same time.
Because as set manager, you literally have to have a personal relationship.
Yeah, I was just gonna get into that. Like
with everybody. Because, like I said, you can't just walk on there like, you need to do this, you need to do that. You have to build a rapport.
Correct.
That's important. It's
correct. You good. You good.
You have to build a rapport with people. So the blocking, the outside meetings, the getting up to go eat and going to the bar and stuff, it was really family oriented, 100%. Right. So, yeah, being a set manager, you definitely have to build a rapport with people individually and stuff like that. So get to know different people, different personalities, what works for you, what don't work for you. Okay, you're not comfortable doing this, you're comfortable doing that. You really have to pay attention to detail. And even as a journalist, you have to pay attention to detail.
For sure. Right. Like, was that easy though? Just getting to know each cast member personally, because you deal with different personalities and the way people understand things and pick up things, and also the translation of things. I know by you journaling, you kind of did all that for, like, in a sense, like it kind of came natural of doing, you know what I'm saying? But still, you meet people with just, like, they struggle with something a little stronger than most. And, like, how was that experience, just getting through that of learning each individual?
It was really fun. People are interesting. If you just sit down and talk to people, they're really interesting. You learn stuff from everybody. That's something that I pride myself on. That's why I do ask questions outside of the mics. I'm asking questions like, where you from? How old are you? Yeah. So it's fun for me because we need each other.
Absolutely.
I don't like people. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It's not godly. I
don't agree.
Yeah, I don't agree with the way people are, especially with strangers. Strangers are some of the best people you're going to meet
for real
in your life.
And they got some of the valuable information.
Yes. And strangers get you paid too. That's
for real.
That's true. Yeah. I'm sure we all can attest to that 100%. So it wasn't hard at all. I love getting to meet new people. People are interesting. They're funny. Some of those people become your best friends, like Diamond. Correct. I got her tattoo on me. I got a diamond on me. It wasn't hard at all. It's just when you're interested in people, it makes it easy. Very, very easy.
And you seem more like a people's person anyway. So
I'm an introvert and extrovert. I love being a homebody. I also like meeting people, but I don't like. Y'all know how y'all go to concerts and stuff. I'm not a concert girl.
I don't like big crowds.
It's too many, It's too many people around, so it's like I'm an introvert and extrovert. So
I think, like, for me, I would say on both, but I don't really like talking a lot, for real. I gotta be very comfortable with you, and then really just the vibration. Like, what would lead me to, like, what if I'm gonna talk to you or not.
I got you. But what if you can bring it out of somebody though? That's something also that I pride myself in. Interviewing someone or talking to someone, they'll be very quiet, cool, and collect, and that's where you gotta bring it out.
Oh, we have done that.
Yeah,
we have done that.
Nice.
We have done that a few times.
Bring it out of you. Because everybody got something to say.
For sure.
Facts.
Everybody got
and it's like I say, it's always the vibration, the energy, kind of pushes it out. Yes. So when we get to talking, it's like everything becomes natural because of the vibration so heavy and so high.
And even like, people with bad vibes that I've dealt with, sometimes a compliment goes a long way.
I say you could easily shift it.
You really can. Yeah. No, you really can.
And it be the small things with that, which becomes the most easiest with people that have bad vibes, because you can identify the vibe itself, right? But then when you get to talking to somebody or even just looking at them, you can kind of shift that from that point.
You can.
And now it's become like, so what was that was about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And people go through stuff every day. People might be going through their own stuff, and some people don't know how to deal with it. And you might be that person to help them.
For sure.
Well, when I was working at K Jewelers, one of my favorite jobs is engagement rings. Very intimate. You would have people come in, just bad energy, bad vibes, and I would just have to be that person like, hey, well, you look cute today. I mean, you can at least smile, you know.
Yeah.
And you have to know how to approach a person and know what to say, know when to say it. But I'm that person that's like, what's wrong? What's going on? You know, you have to break the ice with some people sometimes. So
you very cheerful.
Very. Sometimes more cheerful to others than I am to myself. I'm be real.
It be like that. It be like that.
Real.
Thanks. I mean, and I definitely love that because we do live in a world, in an environment where we lack that. A lot of people are angry every day. And again, I understand you go through stuff, but a lot of people project that energy onto other people. So to have people like yourself that's acknowledge that and willing to put your own problems, own feelings to the side to make somebody else's day is big. It's big.
Oh, y'all, I know this going to be a little off topic, but it's kind of on topic. The first year of my breakup, I was heartbroken, right? And I was texting Merry Christmas to everybody the whole time behind the phone crying. I'm like, but it was such a power move for me. It made me feel good. Like, ooh, you need some water.
No, I'm straight.
It was such a power move. Like, I'm the type of person, like, if I'm going through something, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
You're not going to. I don't walk around with my problems on my face and my shoulders.
Sure.
I'm not that person.
Never go through it, like never show what you're going through. What that saying is, don't look like what you've been through.
Yeah, I don't look like what I've been
through.
Because you don't have to, I promise you don't have to look like it.
Facts.
For sure.
You can't say you're a winner but look defeated. That's what Jacqueline Carr said.
But and that's come with building yourself in Christ, like you said. That's one thing I learned. When you build yourself in Christ, you do become more positive about situations. So even when you encounter certain problems, certain distractions, things ain't going the way that you want, you can still have a positive mindset about it, still be uplifting to other people based on where your spirit stands within yourself.
And that's the God. I like to say it's the God in me.
Facts.
Honestly.
Heavy. It is.
Sure.
It is. It is.
It's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't, it wouldn't be as fluently as it comes out.
Right. I definitely agree with that.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, we're going to move back to more with the Fowler Penguins. So, I know how you met him, but how was the introductory with you getting that role in the position that you have as far as the set manager? Like, how did that come about?
God, honestly, I was surprised that he thought about me out of all people.
Facts.
I'm just a journalist, but he showed me that
You're
can be
more than that.
Exactly. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I just got the call, kind of like how CJ said. I just got the call and showed up as that person. I know my answer's kind of short, but that's all.
It's the truth.
When it comes to but God, that's all you got to say. God,
but it's the truth.
Because one thing about it, it's simple with him.
Yeah.
Facts. And only a lie is long. The truth is
Hello.
never long.
Hold on. Can we get some shout music? Ooh.
There we go.
That's some gospel.
That didn't give me shout.
Nah, it didn't.
That didn't give me shout.
It did.
That gave me like majestical or something.
Hey, it'll work.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
It'll work.
We're going to take it for now, though.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. He looked at me
He said,
like,
I got you. I'm thinking he was trying to play something for real. But
Growing up, do you have any siblings?
I'm the oldest. I have two
You're
little
the
brothers.
oldest?
I have two little brothers.
only girl?
Yes. I have stepsister and stepbrother, but
okay.
I'm the only girl. And it's been a luxury.
For real?
I am very spoiled.
As the oldest?
As the only girl.
That's what makes her spoiled. The only girl.
Makes sense.
I'm the only granddaughter. Only daughter.
For you to be the oldest, you stand out as the only with the just being your gender with a girl, because normally the oldest, we get it hard. But you're the oldest and the only girl, so it's just like you the baby, for real.
No, I don't feel like it, because I don't know if y'all ever had to put a funeral together, but
My mom.
you have?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 3.
So you gonna understand what I'm finna say. When my dad passed in 2020, my family sitting at the table. I'm sitting right where you are, and they looking at me like, "What you gonna do? Who got the money?" Everybody's looking at me, and I had to keep a straight face for my 2 little brothers because they.
Oh, for sure.
I had to keep a straight face. So you understand what it's like being the oldest when it comes to handling certain situations.
For
that
sure.
Definitely
and just carrying that weight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have time to grieve.
Oh, nothing.
It took me years to grieve.
I still, man, my mama died in 2021. I still haven't grieved yet because, like, the way life set up, and as you being the oldest, people going to always look for things to be on you.
Hello.
Regardless. I don't care how old these people fully grown. You're the oldest.
And they waiting on you to break. Some people want to see you break.
For real.
Some people want to see you break. I remember, I never forget, I had what I had to put towards it, and I didn't know what else. I didn't know what we was going to do. We wasn't doing no fish fry, nothing like that. But I didn't know what we was going to do, but I did have faith that God was going to make a way. And my aunt, on my dad's side, they was like, y'all, be cool. Shay said God gonna make a way. I don't know if she was being funny or if she's being for real.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a little shade, but guess what? God made a way. Out of no way. The funeral parlor, when I worked at Easy Money, I used to cash the man checks. He worked at the funeral, gave me like a $3,000 discount off the original price. Nobody but God. So what could have been a $6,000 funeral was less than that.
Right.
And God made a way.
Right on time.
My faith is so strong. It's literally a gift of mine. So, yeah.
That's good though. So who raised you? Like, was it your
It sounded
mom?
like, who raised you? Like,
No. I'm saying because like some of these habits and this good spirit that you have birthed from somewhere.
My aunts, my grandma. I have a lot of older aunts on my mom's side. When I say older, 60, 70.
A lot of wisdom.
Yes, they definitely. I owe it out to them, especially my grandma, the root. My big mama, she's the root of the family, so I owe it to them.
She's still with us.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of made up for you not having those sisters, kind of like having those feminine role models.
What you mean?
So, I mean, I grew in a household. I got brothers, but I grew in a household with only girls, no boys. So for me, and I'm the middle child on both sides. So for me, I'm very spoiled, very, very, very spoiled. But I do also feel like to a certain extent I was overlooked being like in the middle. But I do know that having sisters, those are like your first friends, your first enemies, your first everything. You really didn't have that when it came to females. So I think I'm trying to ask, what position did your aunts in those feminine roles feel for you with the lack of not having a sister?
Yeah, and I feel like as an adult now, I can answer that question even better because I'm recognizing the sacrifices that they made for me. When I was younger, I wasn't studying old people. You know, I called them the old heads. I wasn't studying them, but now that I'm older, I have a deeper respect for older people. I'm opening doors for older people because I have older people in my family.
A lot of things make sense.
So I'm truly grateful for them, and that's the Jesus side. My dad's side is the hood side, but my mama's side is the Jesus side. Not saying that they're perfect, but they are great people.
More
if you were
biblical.
to ever meet them, they'll treat you like family. They grew up in that era.
That's a good balance though.
It really
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
It really is.
Because, like you say, your dad's side more the street side, your mom's side is, the godly side. And that's 9 times out of 10 where most kids are closest to their mama.
Yeah.
The side of the family at least, you know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. I love my dad's side too. They know how to turn up. I ain't gonna lie. But that's the old Nashaye, so we gonna keep it.
Hey, it's a part of history.
It is. I like
It's
that.
a part of
Clean
history.
it up. I like that.
I do.
But just going through what you went through and still maintaining who you are proudly, loudly, as a journalist, stage manager. At the end of all this, where do you see yourself the next 5 to 10 years?
I was preparing for this question too. So originally, I thought I wanted to be a Hollywood journalist. And I was on my way to being that. I was working in LA, had one foot in Birmingham, one foot in LA. I wanted to be just this Hollywood journalist. And then I rededicated my life to Christ. And it's like, I look at it this way, God allowed me to do what I thought I wanted to do. Honestly, what I thought I wanted to do, he actually allowed me, and I was really successful with it, 100%. But when I rededicated my life, my entire trajectory changed. I started thinking differently. I have a well-respected man who's a minister. So it's like I have to now move a certain way. So now, like I told you earlier, I'm still trying to find my foot in journalism as far as who I am today. But I do want to be one day a philanthropist. One day. I think that's definitely... I think there's a space for me there, 100%.
It's coming.
100%. And I also want to do wealth management too.
Wealth management?
Yeah, because I told you I am getting ready to work at a bank, and that's just going to load me with information on things that I can apply in my life and then help other people. I told them people said, why banking? You never done banking before, the regional manager. I was like, truthfully, I want to have that story where it's like, I didn't grow up with all the money in the world, but yet here I am wealth managing my own wealth and other people's wealth. Facts. I want to have that story where it's like, it doesn't matter where you start. It's just what you're doing to get to where you are. So
Facts.
And I definitely love the fact that you want to help the world. Mm-hmm. I couldn't say the culture, but the world grow and build. We didn't grow up with financial literacy or, wealth platforms. So for you to want to take that personal gain and again not only help yourself but help other people is great too.
I think that's a journalist in me, getting the information and taking it back to the community. That's a journalist in me because it's not for me. It's not just for me. It's for everybody else. And I grew up in the hood just like everybody. And like I said, I just want to be an example that you don't have to be a product of your environment the entire rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? You can break the habit eventually.
For sure.
I think that's one of the great gifts that God gave you, to be able to be driven the way that you are, to fight and chase after the things that you do. And again, to be informative into the world, because you got a lot of people that's not strong enough or driven enough to do the footwork that you do. So again, you doing the hard work just to make it easier for everybody else. Yeah. So that's definitely a gift from God.
That was poetic. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that preacher woman right there. She laid it out. Preacher woman laid it out for you.
Chef's kiss.
Magical.
Not him hating over there.
But man.
But we totally enjoyed you, man. For real, man. You coming through, sit with the good folks, sharing your story, man, and that's just learning about the goodness and greatness that you do for your community, your position, a part of Reversy Media, the 5 Little Penguins. Man, it was just an honor to sit down with you and be able to get the insight on all of this behind the scenes stuff, because you was a person that worked behind the camera but in front of the camera.
Right.
So it was kind of ironic to hear both sides. Yeah. But just to feel your energy and the presence and let everybody hear your story and the thing that you do for your community and the way that you spread it. I think that a lot of people that watch this interview will pick up and feed off of that, and it will embrace and give them more confidence to, do what it is that they have to do. And because, some of us just have that, like, we need that push, that motivation. Yep. Like, you wake up and you not feel yourself, but then you watch something more inspirational and it can change your whole day. So I think this going to help a lot of people when they watch it.
In Jesus' name.
For sure.
And I want to personally invite you back for a regular podcast without the interview. I like her energy.
So we can team
I
up
sure think I want to team up on me anyway.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you guys for having me. Truly grateful to be here. Good energy. Great questions. I think y'all are phenomenal at what you do. And growing. Just truly grateful to be here. So thank y'all.
For sure. Let everybody know where they can find you at, how they can reach you. Like what all your social platforms.
Facebook, Nashaye Jackson. Instagram, Amazingly Nashaye. LinkedIn and Nashaye. I'm just kidding. Don't nobody care about LinkedIn. But yeah, you can find me at Nashaye Jackson on most platforms.
For sure. There you have it, Miss Nashaye Jack. Miss Nashaye what? J?
Yes, Nashaye J.
But her last name is
Jackson.
Jackson. All right. See, I be listening.
Okay.
Well, we're going to do it one time for the one time, man. One vibe together. Oh, shit. One try together, we vibe.
Good energy, high vibration,
great conversation is what we provide. This is the Good Folk Podcast. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We out.